out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dance with skates aflash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
BlueNote Fan Report! Aloha and mahalo, I'm Guy the White Blues fan, and this is your game day pregame show. Bush. Let me try that again. Bush is back in New York, my kind of town. That's right, Bushnavage is back in New York as the Blues are going to face off at Madison Square Garden against the New York Rangers. Aloha and mahalo for watching, for listening to me. It's a huge game, and it's kind of funny right now because the game's on TNT. They have an AHL game on the NHL Network, and they have Bridesmaid on TNT. So I decided to watch Bridesmaids at the end of it. I've never seen it, so it's on blah, blah, blah. Quit talking. Yes, we are on TNT. It's Dynamite. TNT for hockey night. There you go. I'm looking forward to this game. I think this is huge. There's only 4 games on tap today. The Stars are facing the Kings, and the Kings just got spanked. So that's going to be an interesting one. You got us playing the Rangers. I think I'm trying to bring up the scoreboard here. Sabres are at the Leafs at 7:30, same time as us. The Kings will be in Dallas, and then the Predators will look to take a bite out of the Kraken. That is a game I hope the Kraken can figure out how to win. Really, it is. But right now, the good news is the Blues are here in second place, and they're more or less solidly in second right now, right? They have 2 games in hand. I think it's 2 games in hand. Either are oh, man, I looked at the schedule. I looked at the standings earlier, and now I can't remember them. So let me look back again. There we go. Okay, here we go. So the Blues are 5 points ahead of Minnesota, and Minnesota has 1 game in hand. So to me, we're solidly in first. Where Minnesota is in trouble is with Nashville. Now, Nashville is 1 point behind, but Minnesota has 2 games in hand on them. Then you have Dallas sitting with 61 points, 4 points back with a game in hand on Nashville. This is all close. I think Winnipeg has kind of slipped out of the conversation. Did I just hear Ashley pop in?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, hello, Ashley. Hello, Ashley. Hello.
Sorry that I had to bail last night. Oh, here's no. Leah.
Right. Hi, Leah. Leah and
Allie.
Allie. Hi, girls. How are you?
Oh, and now the third one's coming. Oh, my goodness. You're going to get all 3 of my kids because it's an early game.
There we go. We got all the kids today. Tonight's game is important
Yes, it is.
We've talked about measuring stick games, right?
Yes, and this is definitely a litmus test. This is one that we said that could go 50-50.
Yeah, and I'm still with that. They're releasing my article. Full Press Hockey is releasing my article tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I don't want to brag. I hate bragging. I think I'm a good writer. I really do.
Oh, I enjoy your writing. I've read almost everything you wrote. So.
And Jim Behringer said, I asked, did you like my rank? He says, we all liked them. Mm-hmm. Right? We all liked them. And apparently 4 or 5 guys read it. And he come back and said, you're talented, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You
are.
And that, it really helped me out. I put a lot of thought in this. There's not a lot of stats. There's a few stats. Mm-hmm. But I say in the article that I use the current points percentage, mm-hmm. current standing, and the eye test.
Yes.
Right? Our matchups. Matchups, current points percentage, matchups, and eye test. That's what I use, right? Mm-hmm. Chris, new skates. I like it, buddy. I like it.
Oh, Guy, I want to show off because I got a new mouse and it's blues.
Oh, nice.
It lights up. Oh. Granted, it's on a cord, but whatever, Yeah.
Hey, take what you want. Take what you want.
I mean, it's blues, so I'll do the cord.
Hey guys, bring me some good vibes. I'm going to walk into in oncoming traffic. That's how much these kids have driven me on the wall this evening. I'm reading that. I'm like, what is he saying there? And
then, the kids are driving him crazy. Yeah, they were doing that to me last night, my own kiddos.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm lucky. Well, I have a 27-year-old and a 26-year-old, and they drive me crazy.
They've already driven you all kinds of crazy, but I mean, I wouldn't trade mine for the world as they stand around me and want to be on the show. Yeah. Come on, Allie.
And it's cool. I don't mind it. I think it's neat. As long as, the little one wears a shirt, I'm good.
Yep.
And I'm saying that, just so jokingly, right?
Oh, I know. Right? It's fine.
We love Leia.
Oh, yeah. Leia's so much
Bring
fun.
Leia back. Leia,
come back. Come see Mommy.
See if you can get her.
Allie's got her. Okay.
You got her watching this. I want her to watch the screen.
Hey, Leia, come here. I want you to watch. Watch the screen.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues. Oh, she's just in awe that she was on.
Let's go Blues.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
The look on her face was priceless.
Yeah.
Her jaw dropped.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm on there.
It was more like, how am I on there? Like that, Shaki says, I feel I sound like a drill sergeant this morning in the morning. I sound like that all the time. Tammy says your girls are beautiful, and I agree with that. Tonight's game. Oh, we got Kyle giving us the hands up.
Hey, Kyle.
Tonight's game is really, it's one of those games that's going to tell you how much these guys believe in themselves.
I agree 100%. I'm a little nervous though that we're starting Husso and not Bennington in this situation, but
I am and I'm not. Right? I gotta give the coaching staff some credit here.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And Husso's been playing great, but
all right, they have absolutely come back and said, it's a rotation thing. I'm going to do rotation. That it's not they were talking about it on NHL Network today about the two guys working well together. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. I think they are working well together. I think they're doing the things that they need to do to make everything right. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Have you ever seen Bridesmaids?
Yes.
I guess it's the end of the movie, and she's driving the car back and forth in front of the cop. right? And I'm trying not to watch, but and the only reason it's on is because it's on TNT, right?
Yeah.
So that's I'm trying not to see it.
It's okay, man. I've got kids in the living room laughing their butts off. So,
right. I am really looking forward to what we see tonight. Kostin's out tonight, and Berube did say that it's not a Kostin thing. It has more to do with, it's penalties, right? It's the same thing that I've been saying. The penalties he takes.
He only took one. Like, it's not like he takes multiple. I think that we should be punishing Bortuzzo or Perron more than we should Kostin, because if you look at them, he's only had 16 minutes all season.
Yeah, I know, but it's when you have a reputation, right?
But in the NHL, he's under 20 minutes in all of his seasons.
He in the NHL he is, but he has that reputation. It's following him, right? And I'm
all right because I like giving Joshua time.
Yeah,
and I said that we needed to sit Kostin, and then he got hot.
I'll tell you what I really like. I like the fact we're going to have Brown in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because the 30 games don't count for the playoffs.
No, they don't.
Right? So that's going to be a huge lift to the Blues. They're going to have a very strong support system. Depth. They're going to have a lot of depth.
Well, they already have a lot of depth, and they've proven that. So yeah. I'm really excited to see.
Now they'll have that depth in the playoffs for sure, and that's the thing. And they don't need it. That's the other thing is they don't need it. I'm still concerned about Husso getting traded.
Right? It's on the back of my mind. I've been thinking this for quite some time, but I don't know if Bennington's slump might have gotten them off of it, but they want to get something. They don't want to lose him and not have anything to show for it.
I agree. And with unlike the Pietrangelo stuff, right? With Pietrangelo, there were some talks about him staying here originally. Yeah. Right? From what I've heard with Husso, there's been no talks. None. And a lot of people have brought that up. When they were extending everybody, why didn't, Husso get extended? Mm-hmm. That could be something where they're waiting to find out what the salary cap's going to do.
That could be, or
but by that point, he's a free agent and he's going to walk anyways.
Exactly, and he's going to want to go to a team that'll use him and utilize him more in a starting position. He's proven that he can do it this season. Okay,
that's the big. That's what I was talking about last night. I only did a 30-minute show last night because.
I caught the last minute.
Yeah, it was last night was the State of the Union.
Yeah.
And I guess a lot of people were watching that, and that's fine. That politics are what they are. And I didn't watch it. I can't watch the political stuff anymore, especially with what's happening in Ukraine.
Oh yeah. No, I get it.
It's really affecting me on a multiple levels. If I don't think Husso can start. The teams that would want him don't have a defense to support him. Yeah. Right. Would he start on Edmonton? Maybe. However, a good comedy show last night. Was I that bad, Kyle?
Sorry, I had to write an essay.
Yeah, I know. And it's maybe he's talking about the what do you call it? The State of the Union.
State of the Union.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is the 1 million set in stone, or can they right now it's set in stone, I think. It could be raised, but I don't think that they're going to make the revenue to get it higher. No. And that's the one thing I don't see it, especially with the Canadian teams. I think State of the Union. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, what did I do this time? In my I ranked my 10. I ended up moving the Blues up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I moved the Blues up, and the more I thought about it, I looked at, and you talk about this. They talked about on NHL Network today. They said that Colorado, Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Toronto are the 4, right? And then they go, there's a good chance one of those teams is going to be out in the first round. right? I could see even more than that. I could see 2 teams being out in the first round.
I absolutely
Right now, well, here's the thing. Carolina has solidified her position. All right. I don't think she's losing the division. Florida, who has ran the division most of the season, has now conceded the lead to Tampa. Well, they've gone from playing either Boston or Washington, which is not a cakewalk in itself, but it's still a lot easier than getting Toronto.
Yeah.
Or Tampa, or Toronto, or even, Toronto jumping up and it being Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Right. So for me, that knocked Carolina down a bit, a lot further than I wanted. I mean, or not Carolina, Florida, down a bit. Right. I think you'll like it. The article should come out tomorrow morning. I'll probably be sleeping, but check Twitter. They'll probably put it full.
I will definitely check that out.
Yeah. I did see this today. They brought the odds up. They're bringing the odds up, and they said Weeks he said, drop $100 on Blues at 250, 200 or 2,500, and that's not a bad bet.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a bad bet. Think about this during the Stanley Cup run, just before the playoffs, a guy bet $400. He was at a conference and he said, I usually lose $400. So he ended up betting $400. He split it some way, and he bet on the Blues to win the West and the Blues to win the Stanley Cup. Mm-hmm. He ended up making over $250,000.
Oh, wow.
Off that. Yeah. And he had people offering to buy the ticket from him, right? I mean, you have sites now where you can, if you have a ticket like that, you can sell it. And a lot of times you can sell it for better than what you paid for it, right? Uh-huh. Especially if, if you would have bought the Avalanche at the beginning of the season, now where they're at, you could sell that ticket and make money, and a good amount of money.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I mean, you're not going to make the ticket money that you would have had the ticket paid off, or if the ticket pays off. But in that chance it doesn't, you can still make the money. So it's there. Lambert's jumping ahead, saying Blues win 4-3. I don't know about that.
I'm a lot more optimistic than you are. I'm just agreeing 50-50.
Yeah.
But I would actually go 5-2 Blues.
Oh, I think goals are at a premium tonight.
Oh, no. I don't.
Oh, yeah, I do. I think goals are at a premium tonight.
Not for the Blues. I'm feeling a fire coming.
They can have a fire. The problem is the goaltender they're facing.
Nope, they won't have an issue.
Right. He's like leading the league in saves percentage and goals against average.
So is Husso.
No, Husso's second. I'm bringing it up now. I read this. I read it in one of the pregame things, and I don't remember exactly where it was. So I'm trying to bring it up now to make sure I get it right. So that's Carolina, Tampa Bay. Igor Shaskin, right, is 941 with a 195. And that's he's got 25 wins. So in save percentage, I gotta knock some of these guys off here. I gotta do a filter. Hold on. I think I did 10 games yesterday, and none of those low guys showed up. Okay. Igor is first in the league at 941 and a 195. Right? Okay. I think he's tied for first with the 195. Yeah, he is with Jeremy Swayman, who's got from Boston, right? Got 23 games versus. So Swayman's numbers are closer to Bennington's numbers, but Swayman's not Bennington, Husso. Mm-hmm. Swayman's got 24 games played, where Husso has 20. Swayman has a 929 to Husso's 935, but he's got a 195 to Husso's 203. Right. It's going to be a goalie matchup tonight, right? So defense, I think, is at an absolute premium. I'm back, baby. Let's freaking go Blues with Bucci leading the way. Yeah, I put that in the Bush. That's why I'm sorry. I don't know why he doesn't go to Anheuser-Busch and say, "Let's go, let's go."
Because
I do for you, you do for me. We do. Let's go.
don't think that's in his mind because that's not how you pronounce his name, and you know how these players are about their names.
I know, but it works so good. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Ashley and Chris wants to know how you're doing.
Oh, I'm fantastic, buddy.
Right?
Ready
I'm
for
doing
some
great,
hockey.
you know?
I missed both games this weekend. I'm ready for some hockey.
Yeah. No, well, I got to tell you, the Blues showed me something against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got to understand. I get Chicago's not a good team, but there's sometimes this thought process that teams play down to better teams. They have trouble getting up for that game, right? And I get that. I really do. But what I saw was a team that came in, recognized that this is a rivalry game, and said, "Bring it on, boys. Bring it on." They let them have 10 minutes. Give us your best for 10 minutes, and then we're going to show you how to play hockey. And that's what they did. And I got to hand it to you. I got to hand it, right to the Bennington. Bennington was dead on, ready to play, and just showed it. All right. Well, thank you, Chris. I am more than happy with how Bennington performed and how he's performed in the last 2 games.
I am too. He's only allowed 1 goal in those 2 games. He's showing signs of life. He's showing signs that he's coming out of this slump, which I always thought he would.
I think that one of the things that we saw with the Blues is that they have not gotten to a point where they know who they are yet. They're close. They're close because their identity is somewhere between that hard-hitting, forechecking, make-them-pay team to this fast, high-skilled, finesse, take it to you type team. They're somewhere in the middle of that, and sometimes they don't know which way to go, and it conflicts them. Mm-hmm. But what I'm seeing right now, and in my article, I invented a new stat.
Yeah.
And I call it overall special teams. Right? And oh wow. Did he talk to you about the other one?
No.
Okay, I gotta let him know about that. Bring it back. Way to go. Way to go. Thank you. Right? Thank you. I know he follows me the best he can. I know he's a friend, so I appreciate that.
But that's just for the kid's birthday.
Can you do a video of you reading the article? I hate reading. You know what, Ryan? I don't know. I'll think about that. You know, we'll see. I don't know. I possibly could do that. Let me think about that, Ryan. I mean, it's a way. It's another way to get my stuff out there.
It is.
Right. Another way. Matt Lowe says we haven't played our best yet, and I kind of feel like that too.
Except I'm the one that's expressing it and willing to bet on it.
Yeah. Yes, you are. No, well, that's right. We got to talk about that. I'm willing to bet too, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't think I first of all, oh my goodness. I'm not sure if he spelled the right word or not.
No, I think he meant to put illiterate, but he put illegitimate.
Chris, we've always known that. Yeah, I'm almost in that same point, man. I'm almost in that same point. At least I got the volume down, so I'm not hearing it. But I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. Tommy, I'm not there yet. I want. Okay. The first round. Okay. One of the things that I put in the article is where I put. Okay. See you, Tammy. See you at the first. It's going to be another 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the game comes on. I know we'll run long because it's a TNT game. So they do like a 10-minute pregame, right? I knocked the Calgary Flames down because they're going to play a team from the Central in the first round, and I think the teams from the Central are better. I really do. And I think whoever Colorado gets in that first round, be it Dallas or the Predators, it's not an easy win.
I don't think we're going to end up facing the Avs. I think that they're going to go out early like they usually do, first or second round.
Well, if we'd face them, it would be second round.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the way it's going to be. You will not face them. I don't see the Blues. I was concerned for a long time about the Blues dropping into that wild card spot. Right? But
Minnesota is kind of on a slump. So we're holding pretty strong, even with that the games in hand. Minnesota isn't catching us.
Yeah, they can't. They're still a point behind us. If they win the two, if they win them both, they're still a point behind us. We're ahead of the margin, and that's where you have to be. You have to be ahead of the margin.
Well, I really do too, Tommy. I really do think that the Blues could take the Avs in a 7-game series this time around. I think that they have a fire lit from the taste of last playoffs. And I also think that we got enough depth pieces that we're going to just be able to take them this time around.
I hope so. I really do. I'm kind of concerned with some of the way that first of all, right now, the fact that the league did not punish Nathan McKinnon for the slash of a ref really concerns me.
I mean, it has me a little concerned, but I mean, if you look at it, the year, in 19, we weren't a favorite. Every other team was favored over us, and we still were able to beat the odds and the refs. And I
actually think that with the Dallas series, we may have been favored or equal with that. Right? It may have been favored or equal with that. I'm not sure. I look forward to what the Blues are going to do down this stretch. I want to see if they can win these. They got 14 games, 9-11. Yeah, you win 9-11, you pick up some points on Colorado. But I was also looking at something that really surprised me.
Yeah.
Who do you think has a stronger strength of schedule between now and the end of the season, us or Colorado?
I'm sorry?
Who's got the easier schedule between now and the end of the season?
Us or Colorado? The Blues have the easier schedule.
No. Colorado actually has an easier schedule. They have a better strength of schedule than us.
I disagree with that.
According to, I seen it on, let me get back in here.
Yeah, Tanner, those kiddos are having a good time.
I'm trying to pull it up. Yeah, it sounds like they are. I was looking at the season. Oh, here we go. And when I came up with the season, it had something really interesting. It had some, let's see, Western Conference.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, Tanner. But
strength of schedule, right? Positive is the teams are ahead of you have a better record than you. Negative is you have a better record than them, right? The St. Louis Blues are -05, so almost our record is almost even, right? The teams we're facing have an almost even record.
Time out. You cannot say that you're comparing that because right now the Avs are number 1 in the league. So if you're looking at that stat, it's going to say that the Avs are going to beat everybody because they do have a better record. However, they aren't going to stay hot because no team does during this stretch.
No. What this says, hold on. Let me make sure. I think we're strength of schedule, a rating of strength. The rating is denominated in goals above, below average, where 0 is the average rating. So what they're saying here is that Edmonton and San Jose have the average strength of schedule, where the Blues strength of schedule is -0.5, meaning it's a favorable schedule. Colorado comes in at -0.13, -0.13. The way this strength of schedule looks, they have a better strength of schedule. Everything that I see, actually, no, here's something else. SRS. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But according to that strength of schedule, it had Colorado better.
That's why I don't like some of these stats and statistics because I think that the Blues really are going to dominate.
I hope so.
I don't think that the Avs are going to end this strong. Like, you have them so high, and I really think they're going to come down to earth here soon.
I hope so. I really do. It's hard to see it. Uh-oh. Look who's here.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you.
All right.
One of the rare times that he's with me on that. He's going to say that I tout the Blues too high myself. But.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They're showing when Wayne Gretzky was a judge on Dance Fever back in 1984. Oh, wow. He's like so embarrassed. Right. I love Wayne. I think Wayne is great. They've talked about how Wayne is the face of the game and how it doesn't matter what he talks about. You really got.
I can't deny that because, like I've said multiple times, Wayne's the reason I watch hockey.
Yeah.
My brothers, whenever I was 10, were so excited that he was coming to St. Louis and told me he was the Michael Jordan of hockey. Yep. And that was all I needed. And I watched it and I fell in love. So Wayne Gretzky, he is the face to me.
Yeah, he's done a lot to promote the league. That's for absolutely sure. Let's look at our stats here. Let's go to the stat pack here in a second. Guy is a dumb. He can't pull.
While you're doing that, I'm going to read some of the Avalanche coming up games to prove my point.
Okay.
So tomorrow they are probably going to win against the Coyotes, but the Coyotes have beat them twice.
Okay.
They play the Flames on Saturday. I think the Flames are going to come and surprise them. They play the Islanders on Monday. They play the Devils on Tuesday. The Hurricanes on Thursday.
Okay.
The Flames again. They'll probably get some wins against the Kings and Sharks and Oilers and Canucks. But then they're going to get to the Wild and the Flames again. The Sharks you can't really sleep on. They'll come get you. The Penguins twice. I just see this as a harder schedule.
And it could, I don't know. It might show up as a harder schedule. It's just, I'm looking at, I'll look up some other strength of schedule things and see what they want. To me, one of the best strength of schedules is what is the points percentage, the average points percentage of the teams that you're facing. Mm-hmm. Right. And go from there. You take, and then make if it's 500 at 0, anything below that is a favorable schedule. Anything above that is a not favorable schedule. Mm-hmm. That's how I would look at it, right? Could be, but that's not.
Lance, I disagree. I think that the Blues have the easier schedule. Seriously.
They do need a current star to grow the league. And I think the star is not who everybody thinks it is. I think it's Matthews. And I think Matthews can be that star.
Right? I think Matthews can too. I really like Matthews.
It's 80 degrees out today and someone is grilling pork steaks. Oh, I love it. Give us your opinion and not just numbers. My opinion is that, that they've got I don't want to call it a cakewalk, but they're firing on all. In my article, I said the Flames were firing on all 12 cylinders, meaning they were a sports car. The Avalanche are firing on all 14 cylinders, and that's an Indy car. They're just absolutely, raring it up. They're nothing's missing. Nothing. Their biggest question is Kemper. Right. Well, our biggest question is goaltending. And do we match up with them? Yes, I think we can match up with them. They're going to be a little bit heavier on the upper end. We're going to be better on the lower end. I think their top six is better than our top six. I think our bottom six are better than the top six. I think their top 3D are better than our top 3D. I think our bottom 3D are better than our bottom 3D. Could that even itself out? Maybe. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's take a look at the numbers. Go ahead, Ash.
I was going to say that I think that as much as we complain about the defense, the Blues have a stronger defense than Colorado. The Blues have a more, yes, I wouldn't even say their top six. Their top line is better than our top line. But our lines are 4, and they have 3.
Yep, that's true.
And all 4 of our lines could be a top line on almost any other team in this league.
I won't go that far. I think our bottom line could start on some of the lower end teams, but I won't say, and maybe some of the middle teams, but not some of the better teams. They're not. Our bottom 4 isn't starting in Calgary. Our bottom 4 isn't starting in Edmonton. Our bottom 4
I think our bottom 4 would start in Edmonton. Edmonton has been tanking. They got a win yesterday, but they haven't been playing well.
Yeah, but you're not beating Drysdale and McDavid, right? That's something.
And yes,
Matthews needs to get Peyton Manning his forehead back.
I
don't mind him having that fire, Lance. I really don't. I don't mind Matthews having that fire, right? I think they can keep it up in the playoffs. It's Kemper. Kemper's our biggest question mark, right? He's injury prone, and he has been shown to give it up when the going gets tough. He gets frustrated back there. Right.
And Matt,
and that's the thing.
Matt Lowe, I agree with you. Chief playing our third or fourth line against most teams' first and second line does say a lot.
Well, I brought this up. He did that same thing in the Stanley Cup Finals. He started our fourth line every game. Mm-hmm. Right? He started our fourth line every game.
Leia, get down.
Say again?
I'm talking to the kid. Sorry. Leia, get down. Okay. She's climbing again.
Oh, yeah. That's what 4-year-olds do.
She's 5.
5-year-olds, huh?
She's a daredevil.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm with you guys. That I see that. I see what he's doing. I that the next to last game of the season, the last 2 games, we don't know if anything. We don't know what's going to be settled. The Knights could definitely be fighting for a playoff position. Sonny, Barbie, and Steen. Yep. They started all 4. I was there. My mouth just went dry. Oh, wow. I went completely blank. I forget what I was saying. I absolutely forgot what I was saying.
And I'm sorry, my kiddos yelled, so I lost track too.
Yeah, okay, let's look at the standings or the stats. Let's look at the stat pack since I'm blanked out. Okay, here we go. One more blow up. There we go. Blues are overall record 32-14-6. They are on a 4-game losing streak. The Rangers are 33.
Winning streak, not losing streak.
Winning streak. I said winning streak, didn't I?
No, you said losing streak.
Okay. 33-15-5. They are on a 2-game losing streak. This is an important game for them. On the road, we are 13-8-4. We had become road warriors when we weren't. At home, they are 17-5-3. This makes it a good matchup. Last 5, we are 4-0-1. Last 5, they are 7-2. Or pardon me, they are 2-2-1. Get down into scoring first. Scoring first, we're 17-8-4. They are 23-2. First goal is important. Opponent scores first. They know how to come back. So do we. Leading after the first period, numbers are almost even. Trailing after the first period, they're a little bit better than ours. And tied, we're a little bit better than them. I think overall, I mean, this is a 50-50 game, and I'm going to stick with that. I still think it's 50-50. I think this is going to be a special teams game. When you look at special teams, the Blues, goals by period, we are plus 27 in the second period.
Yes.
Nobody can touch us. They're only plus 2, right? If we can have, they're even in the first and we're plus 5. They're better in the, they're plus, 21 in the third. That's saying something. But we've gone from a negative in the third to now we're plus 17.
Yep.
No, 16. Right? Something like that. 18, somewhere around there.
17.
17, plus 17. Yeah. The power play, we have the second best power play in the league. We have the second, we're tied for second best in overall playoff, overall special teams. And that's a stat you're going to start hearing from me. I'm going to start using a lot because I think it says a lot more than just what.
But on the road, we are first in the NHL on the power play.
Yes, first in the NHL on the road. At home, they have the 14th best penalty kill. Right? They give up some penalty. They give up some power play goals. We, on the other hand, have done a little bit better. We've given up the same amount of goals, but more attempts. So I look at us on the road. Nope, 12. I looked at the wrong one. But no, I think this isn't a good matchup for the Blues. I think it shows one of the things that I talk about in my article. The Avs D comprises mostly of offensive defensemen. Offensive-wise, the Avs D blow the Blues out of the water, and I agree with that.
I'm not disagreeing with it, but the problem is that they're so focused on being offensive that teams get behind them. So they have to score those goals to make up for the ones that they let up.
And that's possible. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna disagree with you, but I'm not gonna agree with you either. I'm gonna kind of take the neutral road there. I'm gonna be Switzerland, little neutrality.
Well, actually, they're not neutral anymore, so that doesn't go.
Yeah. Well, they weren't neutral during the Gulf War either.
Maybe not, but this time they really aren't neutral.
At least I don't think they were neutral during the Gulf War.
Everything I've read report-wise, this is the first time that they haven't remained neutral.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not 100% sure. No, my voice is drying out on me. Good thing game's getting ready to start soon.
Yeah.
Let's see what to expect in the first period. That's what we'll finish with. I want to see the Blues play their game from puck drop. Not this. And unfortunately, their game is this: let you have 10 minutes. And I'm hoping they don't completely do that. Let them have a rush or two. Let them have a rush or two to figure out what they're doing, and then take the game over. Right? Take the game over. And I don't see Golf King today, so I can say it. Win the neutral zone, damn it.
Yep.
All right, your turn.
I mean, I want to see them be able to exit the defensive zone and get into the offensive zone through the neutral zone. I want to see them come out and just not even play the let me give you some so I can, ram it back down your throat. I want them to just come out all cylinders going, I want to win.
I'm with you. Oh, by the way, if we face Minnesota, do you know we are 10-1-1 against them in the last 3 years?
I absolutely do know that.
3 years. I'd love to get Ian on here and see what he thinks about that. Right? Maybe. I can't wait till we place him again. He'll show up. I noticed at work only someone wear masks. Hefner! Delete that comment.
I don't know if I can.
No, I can. Dude, why are you doing that to me?
Yeah, I can't. Sorry.
Nah, I can't. Yeah, Hefner, delete that on the. Please, don't do that, man. Don't go there. God, come on, Hef. We're better than that. Oh my goodness, shaking my head, Hef. Don't make me. Don't do that, my friend. Hell, I need to wear a mask. I'm so damn ugly. So.
Aw, shut up.
Oh man, I'm shaking my head. You know what? We're just gonna call it early. The game's almost on, anyways. TNT can play around all they want. This is Guy the Y Blues fan for Ashley Slapshot Jones saying aloha mahalo, and we'll see you at the pregame or the first intermission. Hefner, you got me all messed up, buddy. Aloha.
Blame
guys.
it on Hefner.